Oh my god. Is that Dr. Emmett Brown 1? Holy crap, he's back! Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm back after a month of no videos. I apologize for not putting videos up. Well, you probably have seen me in the Horror Nights Updaters live cast, but I've been having mic problems with my regular camera that I use up here, but hopefully it is working now. I could not get it working during Google Plus, which is why I've been using my phone, my iPhone, for the live chats on Google Plus. I've just been using the app. Camera seems to be working fine, but I could not get any um, audio out of it, and it would just be mute. So hopefully this finally works. I went through my computer, finally figured out some stuff, and took a little break for a while, but yeah, I had some computer problems with my camera and stuff, but hopefully it's fine. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over uh, pretty much everything Halloween Horror Nights 24 in Orlando. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the houses, the scare zones, and the two shows, as well as which houses I am most anticipating and which scare zones I'm most anticipating. So let's get with the scare zones right now. We're going to talk about, or should I say the streets? But the streets we have are the Masquerade Unstitched, we have Bayou of Blood, we have Face Off in the Flesh, and we have Purge Anarchy. So I'd have to say, let's see, Masquerade Unstitched would probably be my number 4. Number 3 would probably be Face Off in the Flesh. My number 2 is The Purge Anarchy, and my number 1 is Bayou of Blood, just because it sounds really cool, and they're building a whole shack, like a voodoo, and there's going to have that sacrifice. But The Purge looks pretty damn cool. Out of all the pictures I've been seeing, it looks really well done, and these streets or scare zones look completely massive, which is great, and it's also great to have, the traditional zones back. No one big theme around the whole park, because that kind of sucked. So yeah, those are my in that order. We have Masquerade, we have for my most anticipation, we have Masquerade, we have Face Off, we have The Purge, and then the Bayou Blood, which sounds pretty badass, and the picture online. Oh yeah, speaking of that, make sure you check out the Halloween Horror Nights website. Pretty cool website. Awesome stuff on there this year, and they actually looks pretty cool this year, unlike some years. Uh, let's see. Okay, let's get to the shows. Of course, the shows we have returning. We have Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure, as well as the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rocky Horror Picture Show I don't really care about. I know some people like it, but it's not my type of show that I really like. Not a big fan of the movie, although Tim Curry is awesome. Just not a big fan of the movie or the show. But Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure, that's a tradition that I like going to, and they haven't. Well, last year's was actually really funny. I liked last year's, and they had some the female slashers, horror movie slashers were really hot, and it was a really good show, and probably one of the best I've seen in a while. Some of the previous years were not that good. I believe like 2012 and 2010 was all right, but yeah, good to hopefully they up it this year. So Bill and Ted is probably it's my number 1 show that I want to see. All right, let's get to the houses. The houses we have this year for IPs, we have Halloween, we have The Walking Dead End of the Line, we have Alien vs. Predator, we have From Dusk Till Dawn, we have Dracula Untold, Reign of Blood, and then we have the 3 originals, which are Dollhouse of the Damned, Giggles and Gore Inc., and Roanoke Cannibal Colony. Now, this is going to be a bit tough, because I will say I'm going to go, even though there's 8 houses, there's 2. I'm going to kind of cheat here, so I'm going to have 2 as my number 1 pick. Why? Because I said so. Feeling like, fuck you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm just going to name off 7, but 2 of them, or actually 8, but 2 of them are going to be my number 1 spot. So Coming in at number 7 is Dracula Untold: Reign of Blood. I'm kind of mixed on this one. I do not know what to expect. The movie doesn't look. It looks all right, but nothing like any vampire movie that I think I'd like. But you never know. I do kind of like the underworld movies. I do like the first two at least, and but of course that had Kate Beckinsale and leather. So how can you not like that? But yeah, Dracula Untold. If it's anything like 2009 with Dracula, what was it, Legacy of Blood, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, Dracula Legacy of Blood. That house was amazing, but of course it was more based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is one of the better Dracula films, and that maze was just incredible. So if Dracula Untold: Reign of Blood is anything like that, then I will zip my mouth and I will like it. So you never know. So that was number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have, let's see, we have Giggles and Gore, Inc. From what I've been hearing, I heard it's going to be probably one of the smaller houses this year. I do not know what to expect from this. It could be a comedy house, but I'm not sure. But if the guys look anything like the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that will just go up on my list. But as for now, it sits at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have Dollhouse of the Damned. Sounds really, really cool. I like the idea of a really twisted, messed up child. We haven't had anything like that in a long time besides Cindy, as we all know, is the daughter of the caretaker. So will we see them inside that house as a cameo? I'm not sure, but it would be pretty damn cool if we did. And I like the whole idea of, like, we start off in a morgue apparently, and just a twisted doll house. A lot of people say it's probably played out a lot, but I don't know. It sounds really cool and sounds great. So what was that? Number 5. All right, coming in at number 4, we have. Let's see. We have From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn. This might shock you, because I haven't said The Walking Dead yet. But, yeah, number 4, From Dusk Till Dawn, the series. I'm very excited for this one. I cannot wait for this. I know they're probably not going to call it the Titty Twister, but whatever. As long as we have vampire strippers in there and just chaos with the Gecko Brothers, that's all I want. Include the Gecko Brothers in there. If they're not in there, I will be pissed. That's the whole story right there, is the Gecko Brothers. So. All right, coming in at number 3, we have The Walking Dead: End of the Line. This is really low on my list. Why is it low on my list? Because I'm very interested in this one. This one has me very intrigued, because not only is it the largest house ever, but it seems like we might have some kind of maybe they have some kind of thing outside when we exit the house, maybe a little mini scare zone, maybe that looks like Terminus. This one more has me intrigued than anything, which is why it's really low on my list. But yeah, I don't know. It seems very interesting, and I know a lot of people are probably like, number 3. What's wrong with you? It's The Walking Dead. That shit's so played out. Yeah, well, if it's my list, all right. If you don't like it, make your own. Okay. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, The Walking Dead: End of the Line sounds really cool. Sounds I'm very excited for it. So coming in at number 2, we have Roanoke Cannibal Colony. I am very excited for this one, not only because it's a cannibal house, but it's in the Parade Building, and if it's any indication, Universal does original houses pretty badass in the Parade Building, and I'm just very intrigued by the whole colony thing and the people and what the masks will look like and the makeup and the I can't believe I'm blanking. The Wendigo. Hopefully we'll see that inside. I'm hoping that it will look like a messed up deer. If you look up online, you'll see that there's a Wendigo that kind of has like deer antlers, and if that's in there, I would probably shit my pants. So, So you're probably wondering, what's left? Why did you have 2 at number 1? Why? Because I cannot decide which one I want to put at number 1. So my number 1, 2 picks coming in number 1. We have Halloween and we have Alien vs. Predator. Halloween because it's a slasher. It's a classic horror movie. The facade looks amazing of the Myers house, and just hearing the music, and if there's any kind of Easter eggs to Halloween 2 or 3, I will love that. If you haven't, plus not to mention, it's also directed probably by, if not by my favorite horror director of all time, John Carpenter, who's made the classics The Fog, Halloween, They Live, The Thing, Prince of Darkness, etc., etc. A lot of good stuff. So, yeah, that's one reason why that is number 1. And Alien vs. Predator, I mean, come on. Some people probably do not like the movies, but I do. I enjoy them. I liked AVP, but I even liked Requiem even better, which probably a lot of people don't like Requiem, which I don't know why. It's just a bunch of aliens, and a Predator beat the shit out of aliens and stuff. And it's awesome. Get the Pred Alien in there. I mean, if we see a queen in this house, I will fucking lose it. You have no idea how I'll lose it if there's a fucking queen in this house. Plus, I love the idea of us going into a Weyland-Yutani facility in, what was it, South America, where the first Predator was apparently took place. That's fucking awesome, man. So, yeah, those are my top 7 or top 8 houses, but we have 2 of them in number 1. We have good old Mikey Myers, and we have my Xenos and the Preds. So, yeah, guys, that's about it for now. I have another video coming up either later today or tomorrow, and I'll be showing off some of my Halloween Horror Nights merchandise that I've had over the years, such as my pins and some t-shirts, just because you guys deserve more videos, and I thought I'd just show some really cool stuff off. But yeah, that's it, guys. Remember to subscribe to Horror Nights Updaters if you haven't. Like the Facebook page of Horror Nights Updaters. Also subscribe to Red Steel TV, Deadly Fear 1283, Mr. Horror Nights, UK HHN, and Psycho Massacre Films. So, yeah. Okay, guys, this is Dr. Brown 1, a.k.a. Vic, and it's beginning to storm. So, take it easy, guys. Bye.